come with your goals, I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name.
But it seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52, and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stop for a loss.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. And that head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Second and 11. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And now it's third and 4.
And I think this is a round we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And Shark calls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Here we go.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, and he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Now, that was an excellent read, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 17 yards out. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Vikings 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Cousins on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey, we're good, we're good. First.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Two. Left flag. Bring up 48.
A first down throw for Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, no, easy.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next is for Lions 14, Vikings 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. first and 10. It's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd and 3. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room, But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw here into the hands of Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Cook now off the read option. And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
We're good. First. Listen to me. We're going.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Oh, the option to give to Swift here. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready, go!
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game.
Okay, break!
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. This time he uses quickness to make a play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Lions are moving closer to a day now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Viking 7. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, no, easy.
First down. Here's Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To the air again, it's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Steps away to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. So how about that for a change? We'll run all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, it's Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook there to make the grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Right back to Swift again on second down. They find some open field here. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A quick throw complete to Chark. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And it's third down.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day.
Yeah. Should I style not for you, but it's for me?
Greenfield's finest.